Welcome back to Android Tutorials, and in this video I am going to show you how to send a email in Android Studio. So let's begin with our today's Android tutorial, sending an email from Android Studio. First of all, I am going to move in our activity main file and change our root layout to constraint layout. So here you can see that I had converted it, and afterwards I have one button. So I am going to remove that button and paste next code. So I am going to write a text layout, input text layout, and give here its width, which will be match parent, and its height will be wrap content, and give its style to be outline text view. So here you can see I have outline box, and afterwards close this and write our final edit text, which will also of uh, material design. So here its width again will be match parent, and height will be wrap content, and give its hint will be 2, and close that. Now here you can see it generates an error because we had not made any constraint. So let me give its constraint. So here I am giving its constraint with parent, and in our root layout we have to make one attribute, that is padding, which will be 10 dp. So here you can see our two appear to edit text layout. Next I am going to align the old code. So add align, and afterwards here I am going to give id, that will be to text. Then copy this layout and paste it again, and just remove its constraint, and its id will be subject text. So here I had written subject text, and afterwards I will give the constraint to top of our to edit text. So here I am going to start giving constraint. So here you can see it's appear like this. So let me do it again. So first taking that downward. Oh shit. Here I have my edit text, and yeah, here it's done, and give its margin of 5 dp, and again here hint will be subject. Okay, afterwards I will write uh, this layout again. So here you can see that next, and instead of this text input layout I will make them align over subject line. So here I am going to remove this constraint, and afterwards drag that here, so it will come downward, and don't forget to add the side constraint as well. So here I had added its side constraint, and here the text will be body text. Okay, so here you can see my subject and body text. After completing this, I will write one button that will say send. So its width will be match parent and its height will be wrap content. Give its text which is send mail and make all cap to be true and after close that. So here you can see we have our button. So I am going to make them below parent, means with our parent, and side give a line. Okay, so this much work we had done. Now change this body height to be 0 dp and afterwards give this bottom constraint to top of our email and also this height will be 0 dp. This will cover the full layout and don't forget to give its constraint again. So here I had given its constraint. Now you can see that we have our two subject and body. Afterwards I am going to cast it in our layout. So here I think int is not shown, so let me close this and see it again. So it is initializing. After here it doesn't appear, but when we run our application then we will find that. So here we all have things like let's implement it in our main activity. So here I will write text, not but edit text. So we will first write our edit text and it's to text, then there will be subject text and afterwards there will be a body text. After we have one button with send email message, so we will write send email. Now I will write one intent over on create method. So first assign this variable. So we have to text. So to text is equal to find view by id r dot id dot and here we will have again to text and dot get text. Sorry, here we are just assigning them and then we have subject text is equal to find view by id r dot id dot our subject text and closed it. Now I will just change its value. So body text over here and again body text and we also have one button as I said you. So send email. So here we have our id is button 2. Afterwards here I am going to write send email dot set on click listener and new view dot on click listener. So in this method we will start our intent. So here I am writing intent is equal to new intent, and its type will be intent send to action send to, and afterwards we have to set the data. So intent dot set data. So here we have to pass URI. So URI dot phrase, and write one string that is mail to semicolon. And afterwards, if you are writing two statement, means two edit text in your main layout here, then you will get that text over here. So I will write one string. So to text dot get a text dot to string. But in case you don't want to reveal your email ID in the application, so that for that purpose you can write a string array which will contain strings, and write here new strings, and then make one new array and write here your email address. And you can write as many as email ID you want to get these mails. But if you had written a two text in your activity main file, then you don't need to write this file, this line of code. So this will work for that. But if you had written that things, then you don't need, else you can use this. And for if you are using this line of code, then you have to remove this much code. Okay, afterwards I am going to move it to text. So then we will write subject. So here I am going to make a string that will be of subject string, which will contain subject text data. So get text dot to string. After again I am going to create a string with a body that will be of body text dot get text, and after get text dot to string. Then after we will put this data into our intent. So intent dot put extra, then write intent dot extra mail, which will be our email. So we don't want to write this email because we had already passed here. So instead of this email we have to write subject, and this will contain our subject string, and again intent dot put extra. Now we will write intent dot extra body or text. So here we will have our body string. Afterwards we will start our activity with our intent. So with this help you can send the email from Android Studio. But let me show you what if you are using this line of code. So if you are using this, then you have to erase this much code, and afterwards add one more put extra with its extra email, and then pass your strings array. And note that it will only take strings array only, not other. So I am removing this file and removing this line. Now it is ready to send the email from your application in Android Studio. So thanks for watching this Android tutorials. If you enjoyed this video, then please make sure you like and share this Android tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching Android tutorials.